out on the ranch, and today we are doing yoga for Overwhelm. If you're just joining me, this series is inspired by the incredible Brene Brown and her book, Atlas of the Heart, where she goes through different emotions. And I'm bringing you this practice today from someone who has experienced much overwhelm in my life. And yoga has often been the ticket to less overwhelm, to the other side. So grab your coffee, stay in your PJs if you want. This is going to be a really gentle practice, and it's going to help you come out of the pressure cycle of overwhelm. I'm just thinking about the poses that we're going to be doing, and you're going to be looking at my feet the entire time if I leave you right there. So while you're getting set up, I'm going to go ahead and move you over to the side so that you can actually see what's going on. Now let's make sure the lighting still makes sense, and it looks like we're still ready to party. All right, you guys, so today's practice, as you join me here, is going to be beginning in Shavasana. I always say never skip Shavasana, and now you literally can't because we're starting with Shavasana. All right, we're going to go ahead and lie all the way down on our backs, and you have the choice here to add in a pillow, and if there's any pinching in your low back, go ahead and keep those knees bent. This practice is intended to be super supportive to many body types, but there's always exceptions. So please listen to your body and really trust what's working for you. The longest intro I've ever given. That's what overwhelm can feel like sometimes, just the longest introduction we've ever given. As you land in Shavasana, allow your palms to face up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your exhale, let just one thing go. Imagine placing it in a bowl. And for the next few minutes, it's going to stay in that bowl. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Relax your shoulders. If your feet are on the ground, start to feel all four corners of your feet. And if your legs are straight, wiggle the legs out just a little bit and let them grow heavy. Shake your head side to side. Come back to center. We're going to do a gentle body scan. The goal here in the body scan is not to fix or to change, but to simply observe. We're going to move from the top of the head, and I'm going to take you space by space down the body. And as we do that, I invite you to observe the sensation. You might have a word for it, like tight or butterfly. You might not have a word at all and might just be a sensation. You don't need to look for a word, just feel the sensation and stick with me. If you do have a label or a word like tight, allow the word to exist without judging it. Tight isn't bad. Butterflies aren't bad. See if you can observe even the label without making it mean anything. Beginning at the top of your head, becoming aware of your head. Become aware of your jaw. Moving to your throat. Down to your shoulders. Become aware of your arms. Your back. Become aware of your chest. Your stomach. Become aware of your hips and your groin. Notice what your legs and your feet feel like today. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And nice and slow, start to take your arms up and overhead. If your knees are bent, see if you can straighten them out. And we're going to go into a side body stretch. So we're going to take the feet over towards the right side, keeping your sits bones or your hips planted where they are. Walk your hands over to the right side. So you're making like a little banana with your body. If you need a little bit more, take hold of that left hand and draw it just a little bit more to the right side. If you still need a little bit more, take your left foot and cross it over the right leg. Press your left shoulder and your left hip down to the ground. So if you've started to peel up, if you started, peel, banana, okay. If you have started to peel, then let's unpeel and just keep that left side on the ground. Noticing from your left pinky all the way to your left pinky toe what's happening. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let out a big exhale. Uncross your left leg. Walk your feet back to center and walk your hands back to center. Now walk your hands over to the left side. And walk your feet over to the left side. Let's keep things modest around here. It's not that kind of channel. And then go ahead and take your right foot, cross it over the left if you need a little bit more. And take hold of the right hand and draw it over towards the left if you need a little bit more. And just in the conversation of non-judgment, it's not better or worse to want a little bit more. So trust your body today. And if that right side starts to come up, press it back down. And breathe in through your nose. And on your exhale, see if you can find just 3 places to soften the body. 3 more breaths here. And slowly walk your hands back to center and walk your legs back to center. Draw your knees to your heart. Give yourself a loving hug. Nose can come up to the knees, rounding out your spine. And finally, we're going to move into our happy baby, drawing knees towards the armpits. Hands can come up to the ankles or to the big toes. Take a rock side to side, massaging out your spine, maybe massaging out the hips a little bit. You can kick the right leg out and the left leg out to give the hamstrings a little love. Or a lot of love. This is a lot of love for my hamstrings today. Oh, the moon is still out. I can see her. I'll have to show you guys when we're done. And release your legs. Bring your feet down to the ground. Turn to one side and press all the way up to seated. Bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. Take a deep breath in. Let out a big exhale. Now stick with me. We never skip Shavasana, but since we started in Shavasana, we're going to be in a seated resting pose. If this is not resting for you, move into a resting pose in a chair, lying back down, yogi's choice. Let your arms relax. And I'm going to be silent for just a moment, and I want to ask for you to join me in 2 things. 1, that you become aware of the birds chirping in the background. There's a reason I don't edit this out. And 2, I want to invite you to find one thing that you're grateful for today about yourself. And if you cannot find anything else, I'm going to give you one. There's breath in your lungs. You showed up and did this practice. That's huge. So let's settle here for just a moment. Hear the birds and find gratitude. Palms come together at heart center. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Light in me sees, honors, and delights in the light and the love in you. Thank you for sharing this practice with me, and thank you for Brene for inspiring such an incredible series. We appreciate you. And if you haven't read Atlas of the Heart, maybe this is your sign to do so. Stick with me. We're going to continue through the emotions and using our yoga practice and our body to move through big emotions. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. I don't usually do a lot of promo, but be sure to subscribe if this is something you want to join me on this journey with, because I will be posting and they will be many practices like this, because let's be honest, I have a toddler. Most people I work with have full-time jobs and we're busy people. So let's make sure we can fit the yoga into our life and not have to fit our life around the yoga, because the yoga is always with us, but we'll get into that another time. All right, I love you guys. Send me well wishes for my throat, and I will see you all very soon. And it looks like quite a few people, or at least someone, got to join live. So thank you for being here. And if you're catching the replay, let me know you stopped by. I love to hear from you guys. If you have any special requests, send them in, because I'm really excited to be doing this with you. All right, love you guys. Bye.